and the future in a few weeks includes the Amsterdam Excel Summit. So,
Yep.
well, but you wanted to talk a little bit about the past there too, about how the summit got started.
Yeah, let's do that first. Okay.
Okay.
So, back in 2013, so 2 years ago, Microsoft organized two MVP summits. So one step back, to treat their MVPs, Microsoft have an Excel summit once a year. And all MVPs from around the world, they're invited, and they have all sort of sessions with the product team, and they have a party, and it's to feast us and also to organize interaction between us and our product groups that we're part of or belong to, whatever you call that. And so in 2013, there was an MVP summit somewhere in the spring or end of winter, and there wasn't too much interesting content. Microsoft didn't have anything to talk about. They just released Office 2013, and there wasn't much to talk about. So lots of MVPs complained.
Right. And so where was that? Because I know that the one you mentioned where they have everybody come from around the world, that one is near the headquarters in Redmond.
Yep, it is.
So that second one was where?
The second one was in Redmond as well, in November or something, and they were extremely late in planning that event. So mostly, I think many of the European MVPs didn't attend because, I need sort of a business reason to go there, so at least I need to have an inkling of what they're planning to talk about. So maybe 4 or 5 weeks prior to the event, they still didn't have a program. So I decided not to go, and lots of my colleagues also decided not to go. And then all of a sudden, I think it was Frederic from Malta, he's also an Excel MVP.
Yep, I met him.
Suggested, hey man, let's do this in Europe. Let's have a nice Excel MVP summit in Malta. Which sounded nice because it was November and cold, and Malta, as you know, is in the Mediterranean Sea, so it's nice and hot out there.
Malta.
And so then I grabbed that and said, well, hey, that's a great idea, but let's do it somewhere else. Let's do this in Amsterdam, because we have an Excel MVP, Ron de Bruin, from rondebruin.nl. He is the guy that hosts all the interesting stuff about sending emails through Excel and Mac Excel. And he's never going to attend a summit in Redmond. So we wanted to trick him to at least visit one summit. So we figured, let's organize our own summit. So that's what we did. And so it wasn't really an Excel summit. We called it an Excel meeting because, well, it wasn't as official as the Microsoft Microsoft Summit is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did. And then my colleague Tony de Jonker, who got awarded in the same month as you did.
Yes, this year.
Yeah, he listened to me talking about this Excel meeting, and he said, "Hey, Jan Karel, so are you saying 20 Excel MVPs from around the world are going to be in Amsterdam for 2 days?" I said, "Yeah, well, why?" Well, he said, "Why don't we organize a nice event for the general public where we have these Excel MVPs present stuff and learn them about stuff in Excel?"
Yes.
So I said, well, that's a great idea. So that's what we did last year. So we called that the Amsterdam Excel Summit, just because we loved the name. And so, yeah, we presented that last year. And we're going in for a repeat this year again. So we're having the Excel MVP meeting at Microsoft strictly for Excel MVPs. And 2 days before that, we'll have the Amsterdam Excel Summit.
Yeah.
Which is an event, and well, I can talk about the program if you like, or maybe.
Yes, because I'm curious about the general public and who from the general public might be interested, and what would they see?
Well, last year we had people from, I think it was 14 countries. And I haven't counted it this year yet, but I think we're at least 15 or something like that. So there's people coming from all over the world. And it's people that love working with Excel that visit our event. I mean, it's typically people that work in Excel at least 4 or 5 hours a day.
Right.
So people from the finance department, but also people running their own business, doing consulting, maybe as a financial or financial with a bit of Excel on the side, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what do we have this year? We have Ken Puls from Canada.
Yep.
And he's going to do 2 sessions on Power Query. One really introductory one, and another one that's going to dive really deep into Power Query and discussing about the M language that's under the hood of Power Query.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Power Query, that is some powerful stuff. Powerful.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes. Last night I did a presentation to some data scientists and coders, and showed them unpivot, split column, and how you can, once you have and append query. So yep, once you have everything set up and then you get new data, you just have to refresh. And man, Power Query is some strong stuff.
Yep, it certainly is.
Yeah.
And then Ken is also going to tell us a bit about how you integrate Power Query with a Power Pivot model. So that's going to be interesting too.
Yeah.
But we have completely different stuff as well. We have Roger Govier from Wales, another Excel MVP, of course.
Yeah.
He's going to present stuff just about get pivot data, which is just a function in Excel, right? Well, he'll show us some amazing stuff you can do with that. And he's also going to talk us through how you work with slices and timelines.
Okay.
I'm certain there's lots there that I don't even know about.
Yeah.
Yep. And then let's go to the other side of the world. We have Liam Bastick from Australia. And he's going to talk about how you avoid mistakes in your valuation modeling. He's going to present something about how you check your Excel spreadsheet for mistakes and errors. Then there's Henk Floatman, who is, okay, I'm going to repeat myself. He's again going to talk about Power Pivot, but he's about how you make that model more professional. And I'm really interested in hearing what he has to say. But then to move away from all that power stuff, we also have Charles Williams, who's going to talk us through how you make your user-defined functions more efficient and faster.
Okay.
And if it's about fastness, speed, you have to be at Charles Williams' website, decisionmodels.com. You know him.
Yep.
And then last but not least, we'll have 2 great sessions by our charting guru, Jan Peltier, who's going to tell us all about how you squeeze everything you can out of Excel to make that chart that you need. So it's going to be a great 2 days, I can tell you. And we still have seats available, so if people want to register, go ahead and hurry up, because this is going to be one of the best events you'll see in years.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It really does. And that is April 13th and 14th.
Precisely. Oh, and I forgot one important thing as well. We'll have people from Microsoft Israel presenting the keynotes there too.
Okay.
So we have Jidal Egeries, who's going to talk about the future of Office, which might be an interesting session for people interested in what's coming after 2013 and what's next.
Yeah.
So, and he'll be around, you can grab his collar and ask him questions and stuff like that. And it's going to be great fun. Yeah.
And I had an experience to sit with Excel developers in December, and it was great, because they sincerely listened. We batted ideas back and forth. It was beautiful. So with so the public, how much does it cost to come?
Well, I think for most people the travel cost is probably going to be the biggest chunk.
Right. Okay.
So for the 2 days, we charge 995 euros, which in US dollars right now is about 1,050 or something, with the euro being this low right now.
Okay. Okay.
So compared to other similar events, that's, in my opinion, quite affordable. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and of course, the experience of meeting all these Excel MVPs must be priceless, mustn't it?
It is. It definitely is. Having been at the summit and meeting you all and seeing the real people behind the avatars and the blogs and everything.
Yep,
Yeah. And it's a really great community. And yeah, and with the MVP award requiring that you're sharing knowledge, I mean that's a great group to be in and to meet.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right, the 13th and 14th of April, the
Yeah.
Amsterdam Excel Summit.
Make sure you're there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Make sure you are there.